So, looks like I just got an invite here to another game, which is pretty awesome as well. It is GoOdy against Dimaga, and looks like all series today going full distance. Nama and Naniwa were tied up 1-1. Kaz and Naiden were tied up 1-1, and looks like same goes for GoOdy against Dimaga here. So before the next game I was about to broadcast is going to start, I just got an invite here for the third game of GoOdy against Dimaga. So it is GoOdy against Dimaga, Zelnaga Kevin's Dimaga here spawning as the red Zerg in the bottom left, and GoOdy here as the purple Terran player in the top right. So I'm happy. We should see another interesting and awesome TVZ's series here. Those guys played against each other quite a lot of time lately, and let's just see how this game will go out, because of the fact I was casting the 3 games of Night End against Kaz. I was not following those 2 matches before that, so I cannot tell you what happened in those games, but here I am, and let's just focus and see. Of course, GoOdy going for the super fast refinery. He wants to get out his factories, and he really likes his factories. GoOdy's playstyle, of course, mech oriented / harassment oriented, which is quite an interesting army composition. I mean, when I play team games and I spawn as Terran, because all the team games I play as random, and when I spawn as Terran, I just go for mech a lot, and mech in team games is just so much fun. Infernal pre-ignited Hellions, sieged up tanks, and field Thors is just so awesome. So Dimaga, by the way, going hatchery first, and before he started his pool after the hatchery, he went for the extractor, so he wants to have those Zerglings out, those speed for the Zerglings out pretty soon. And GoOdy, by the way, is going for the Reaper opening, and he is maybe he's going for a bunker here. Of course, Dimaga, since like forever he was getting cheesed in TVZ, so he's cheesy proof. GoOdy wants to go for a hidden bunker, but Dimaga, yes, he knows, and we should see some drones pretty soon. There are the drones. The first Reaper is out, second SCV is coming in, and it looks like GoOdy really wants to go for some Reaper pressure, and let's just see how this will play out for him, and if he will be able to get away with this SCV. No, not just yet, but he is the Reaper, and now the Reaper, of course, will be able to do some damage, but we got 6 Zerglings out as well, and now GoOdy, of course, he needs to finish with this bunker. Second Reaper is out pretty soon, and GoOdy just needs to stay alive with this Reaper here, just trying to take out more and more of those units. Bunker is currently at 2 seconds away from being finished, and looks like the bunker is about to finish. So GoOdy doing a good job, because now this Reaper is more or less safe. He just needs to watch out that not too much will happen to him. And Corporal Reaper here already at 8 kills, the second Reaper moving in, and now of course both of these Reaper will be able to take out, or at least do a lot of damage to the hatchery. And Dimaga, what is he doing? Possible counter-attack would not be the wisest choice, considering there's a wall off, but pure Zerglings against all those Reapers is not the best choice as well. I mean, against a bunker full of Marines you can do this, but GoOdy, of course, he prefers the bunker with the Reapers in it, and now the Zerglings are attacking this bunker, but see, all the Zerglings are already dead, but so is the SCV, so GoOdy will lose this bunker, but he did do quite a lot of damage, killing already how many? 23 units here, and only losing 2, and we can see in terms of units lost what just happened. Even though this hatchery was not going down, he was just severely wounding it, taking out more than half of the HP here, and Dimaga was forced to build so many Zerglings just instead of drones, allowing GoOdy to get up his command center here. Will be finished in the next 10 seconds. Factory finished, starport coming up, Hellions being produced right away, so it looks like he wants to go for a follow-up attack pretty soon, and his 4 Reaper Hellion army composition, of course, will not be the most Zergling friendliest army composition out there. Of course, he will be able to do a lot of damage in that regard. And looks like the guy from Rage Quit, Razamanas, aka Chic Thief, was lagging here for a second, but it looks like not anymore. Before the casting for the Black Dragon League actually started, we were talking about the games to cast. He said he's got no problem with me casting absolutely the same games, but I decided, because in the first place I wanted to cast GoOdy against Dimaga as well, but I thought Kaz and Nightend, they are both playing in my tournaments and should be an awesome series. I mean, it was an awesome series, and I still will be able to cast some GoOdy against Dimaga action here as well for the first round for today's games here for the Black Dragon League. So I'm really happy about this. So scouting circling by Dimaga and making its way over here to the Xel'Naga Watchtower, spotting those units as well, and now he's spotting the Hellions as well. So he's got 10 more Zerglings in production. He's got now one Spine Crawler in production, and of course one Spine Crawler will not be finished in time and could die pretty fast, especially considering there are those Reapers on the field. And let's just see where this is going. The Queens could help out quite a lot, but here are the Marines. Here's the first medivac. Now the Zerglings wants to go for a full surround, and they get the full surround. So even though GoOdy has a really anti-Zergling combination, it's just, if it's just too many Zerglings, and if the Zerglings were able to go for a surround, boom, there go all the units. But of course this game is far from being over already. Let's take a look at the harvester count for the moment. 31 SCVs, 33 drones, so not that big of a difference. But, and that's the big but, we see Dimaga, he was able to mine quite a bit here already at this natural. Going for the infestation pit, meaning his lair is already finished, but he was just focusing on minerals, like only minerals. The only time he invested some gas was the speed upgrade, the layer, and the infestation pit. Of course, you can get all those gas out of one extractor, so he just built 3 more extractors, and now he's able to go for some more gas-heavy layer tech units. Of course, all the layer units, the Infestor, the Hydralisk, and the Mutalisk are very gas intensive, and looks like Dimaga wants to go for some Infestor heavy play. We see the Pathogen Glands upgrade is being researched right now, and in about 5 seconds we should see some Infestors, or at least one en route for Dimaga here, going for 12 more drones. So it looks like he really is preferring to just go for a super heavy economy at first. I would not be too surprised if we should see those rocks get taken out, and even a macro hedge and in-base hatchery here at the natural as well, because he will have a lot of minerals, and by a lot of minerals he will have even more units to build. So that's why I was saying in-base hatchery, of course, here next to this hatchery, assuming one of those hatcheries gets sniped. Not all income is just lost right yet. So GoOdy here with some scouting, but Dimaga is on top of his scouting as well, taking out the Hellion, not just yet, but at least repelling it. GoOdy got the 3 siege tanks up here, bunker coming up as well, some more Marines going for some more missile turrets. And let's take a look in the base of GoOdy, and there is not a single missile turret in the mineral line or even in the whole main base out for GoOdy. But of course he's having those 4 factories, and every time GoOdy is playing factory play on 2 bases, he's just going for 2 tech labs, 3 tech labs and a reactor, allowing him to build 3 siege tanks, a Thors at once, and a double Hellion production here. So he can go for a lot of things. And when I play on the ladder team games as Terran, and if I am on 2 base, I do exactly what GoOdy does with his 4 factories, with his upgrade timing. I like it quite a lot, and that's why I'm doing it as well. So copying GoOdy's builds into V2 is absolutely fun to play. And there we see Dimaga is about to finish with his hatchery here on the low ground, 15 seconds away. And I really like this, he's immediately getting his extractors already, so the extractors will be finished at the same time. The hatch is going to finish now with the double evolution chamber finished, the layer take halfway done, and the +1/+1 coming up. We got the neural parasite even. Of course you can go neural parasite to go on the siege tank, but if the micro of the Terran player is good enough, I don't think that neural parasite often from time to time is, I mean, often is too effective. From time to time you can still do it, maybe catch up 1-2 tanks soon enough, but if they're assuming too many tanks, you might be in not too good of a position. And look at this creep spread of Dimaga here on the left side, in the center location, on the right side, on the far right side as well, having 4 different creep tumors advancing in 4 different locations. I really like this quite a lot. So GoOdy now getting up his base here at this gold mineral location, should go for those creep tumors pretty soon. The command center is about to land, and I'm not sure if the creep is just preventing this command center from landing here. We will see soon enough. And GoOdy, you need to turn back a little bit with your command center. Anyway, so Adrenal Glands is coming up for Dimaga like this quite a lot, because with this Adrenal Glands, those Zerglings attacking 20% faster, just increasing those remaining upgrades even more. No need for a scan if you have a missile turret here on the high ground, but of course on the top area, but here on the bottom area, the missile turret was not providing enough detection. So one single Hellion just got taken out, and oh, whoa, GoOdy is now sieging up with 13 siege tanks here. Dimaga just moving back in time. It was about to take out the rocks. And we have 5 Ultralists. 5 Ultralists, 15 minutes, 16 minutes into the game. One of the fastest Ultralists I have ever seen, and I mean, he was not investing a lot of gas into other units beside from those Infestus, and because of the fact that he got the gas here pretty soon as well, was able to do quite some damage. Of course, GoOdy will not be able to do too much here with those infernal pre-ignited Hellions because of those nice spine crawlers here. But now with siege tanks just moving up, he might be in a good spot. But now some Ultras are out. Ultras taking a little bit of damage, but not too much. Neuroparasite is being cast in fungal growth as well, and just Dimaga is ripping apart those forces of GoOdy. And because of the fact that all those siege tanks were just so spread out, the Ultras, in addition to the Zerglings, have no problem, because not all of those, no problem cleaning this up, because not all of those siege tanks were able to shoot at once, and now GoOdy is in a lot of trouble. He might have the Planetary Fortress up here at the gold, but still will not be enough for him, because Dimaga now at a 70 supply lead, 80 supply lead actually right now, is just getting more Ultras. And even though the Ultras do not have the best upgrades, they have the chitinous plating upgrade, they have the +1/+1 in addition to that, but this is just not enough for him. It's just too many, it's just not enough for GoOdy. It's just too many of those forces. I mean, those Hellions doing a great job at just getting rid of more and more of those Zerglings, but the Ultralists actually will be the ones not taking any damage from those Hellions. I mean, the Hellion is doing 8 damage, and Ultralist is having 4 armor right now, so a single Hellion needs to shoot 126 times to kill an Ultralisk, and if you consider those Zerg units regenerate themselves, just think about 140 times. Which is quite a lot for a Hellion, it's quite a long time. So nice fungal growth on the Hellions here. He wanted to take out some Zerglings and those creep tumors, but Dimaga fungal growthing those Hellions, using the Ultralists to clear this up. And I mean, a Hellion has a attack speed of 2.5. Just multiply 2.5 with 140, and this is exactly the amount of seconds a Hellion right now needs to take down an Ultralist. So hatchery finished for Dimaga here at the goal. He's expanding once again at the 3 o'clock. Of course, why not? Having this expansion app, having some units waiting here in case of a possible drop. I mean, GoOdy, he's just macroing up stuff. Once again, he was behind 80 supply. Now he's behind only 40 supply. But he is in a lot of trouble still, because resource counting station wise, we see Dimaga is just getting more minerals, he's getting more gas, and this will become even more pretty soon, because big engagement in the middle here at the Zelnaga watchtower. Nice fungal growth on the Hellions. Even a Neural Parasite on the Thor. Thor is going down to the friendly fire of the siege tanks. Ultralisk moving in from the left side as well. And Goody is doing what he can, but looks like it will not be enough. Infested Terrans being thrown down here as well. And now our friend Rage Crit here re-elect once again, but there we see Dimaga is even pulling back with his Ultralisk. And I mean, all those Ultralisks are pretty much in the yellow, in the orange here, and just imagine a couple of queens going for some transfusions and boom! Your Ultralisks are as good as new. And only once or twice in a professional game, which I casted myself, and maybe 10-15 times in total, I saw that someone built intentionally additional queens to constantly heal mass HP units like Brood Lords, like the Ultralisks, like the Mutalisk from time to time, even though Mutalisk is not considered a mass HP unit, but still, if you micro those well enough, you still can do a lot with transfusions in that regard as well. So now Dimaga is back to the 200 supply, just getting 3 more ultras. He's got the +2/+2 finished, by the way. He's got the Burrow finished. +1/+1 is now finishing for Goody right now, and he's just getting 5 Valiant, but looks like Dimaga is going for some Ultralist Zergling drops here, and those Zerglings are already doing 7 damage, and they attack nearly twice each second. Attack speed of 0.59 is quite fast. So it looks like Goody is about to move out here once again, but there are the Ultras, there are the Zerglings, the Hellions trying to do as lot of damage as possible, but of course not against those Ultralists, and more Ultralists now will get dropped here in the back in addition to some Zerglings, and the Ultralists will just get dropped out of a Overlord. Looks quite funny actually, but GG is called, and Dimaga is taking this game over Goody, was doing a good comeback here, especially taking out those Reapers, the Hellions and the Marines early on in the game, and just macroed up so much stuff, and was able to catch those tanks by Goody off guard, and that's why he is up and winning this series 2-1. Congratulations to him. So the next series should be Naniwa against Saitini, if I am not mistaken.